thought it was you, cat guy. Yeah, I did. I was taking care of it.
Draai lekker, draai lekker de jongen. Draai lekker. Nou, die moet wel heel veel draaien zijn.
Man, that is hot.
Sorry, guys. I thought. Well, actually, she is hot.
There you go.
Oh, definitely.
My wife's half German, and every now and then I get her to say, "I have ways to make you talk." Yeah, I have. Many years ago. It doesn't count because it was many years ago. Thank you very much for that. Love you too. Jesus Christ. Kicking the balls right before the race. Wouldn't that be funny if what's Jimmy Johnson's trophy wife's name? She walked up to him and just kneed him in the nuts before the race instead of gave him a kiss.
I laughed at that more than I should have. Oh boy. Shouldn't laugh at another one's just.
Alright, who are we missing?
Update 1. If you have a
14 or 15 here.
Drift King.
No, Drift King's here.
He's here. Oh, yeah.
Alright, let me look in the Pate chat.
No, Dale's here.
Dolph? Is it Dolph? Is Dolph Bro here?
Yep.
Dolph Bro's here. Average Brad, Dale the Whale, Muttley, Pogo Mojo. Okay.
Now, what was it you said, cat guy? I've got the memory of a goldfish.
Alright, I think.
Right. Hang on.
Up
Plus
front.
10, minus 15.
Plus 10, yes. Front and rear. Jesus Christ, pay attention flat out.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Alright, guys. Time to get us going. Welcome, mute your mics for me. Welcome to the conclusion of ISRL Season 2 Daytona Speed Weeks. We've had about 10 days of awesome racing. For the O'Brien and TS24 getting wins in the Daytona Continental last week, the American Le Mans Series. We saw Muttley get his first IndyCar win at the US 400 the other night. And now it's time for the big one, the Daytona 500. We've got 127 laps on the board, that's 500K. It's round 1 of 8 in the ISRL Season 2 Grand National Championship, which you guys are now entered in. So welcome aboard. We will have a 10-minute qualifier at the start of the race, where we will get our positions. Then when it lets us out, we get into the race room itself. It lets us out. We will stay single file. At the end of the first pace lap, we will make the strategy stop, where you can put your tire pressures, fuel, all that jazz on the car. We will come down the pit lane and make your stop. Come back out, get into your starting position, and then we will go double file for the start. It's double file on the starts, single file on the restarts. As far as when the cautions come out, it's the standard speedway caution rules. Has to be contact between two cars, has to result in a full wreck, spin, flip, coming to a stop. If you ride the wall, lose the draft, that's still green. You're still straight and going, then you keep driving. When the caution is called, you back down gradually in the position that you were running. The pits are immediately closed when the caution is called. and then you will line up single file, and we will then take the possible wave rounds. If we'll call out the lap number that the lead lap cars are on, say lap leaders are on 50. If you're on 49, you have the wave around option. Now everybody's in line wherever you happen to be in the queue. We will ask the wave around cars to pull to the outside next to the leader in their order. You'll pull out there, hold, and then we'll check them. Okay, we got 3 wave arounds, and then we'll send them. If you take the wave around to take your lap back, however, you are not allowed to pit under the yellow. You will take the lap back, and then you will restart at the tail end of the field. If you are a lap down and you decide that you want to pit, you don't want to take the lap back, you just stay in line where you're at and take the lap back. Or if you chose not to take the lap back and stay out, you can end up at the front of the line or whatever. But one more thing, when we're under yellow, when we're coming down the front stretch, the line is going to go underneath the double yellow lines on the front stretch. Everybody follow that line underneath there. The blend line, and we'll show it when we come in for the strategy stop at the beginning of the race, is the white line at the end of that double yellow line. It curves to the left into the pit wall. That's your blend line. You have to decide before then if you're staying out or going in. If you're going in, you stay to the left of it, go down pit lane. If you're staying out, you go to the right of it, back out onto the track. If you blatantly violate that line one way or the other, the penalty is to restart at the tail end of the field. Basically, just the reason for that is that if somebody is out on the track and suddenly makes a quick move to the pit lane, they can and have knocked somebody sideways and backwards into the pit lane and got them disqualified. So you got to be careful with that kind of thing. As far as the racing out here goes, guys, like I said, it's an overcast sky. We're going to have a relatively cool track temperature. First round of the season, we're in the spring, so even though it's Florida, it's going to be cooler. It's going to be totally different track from when we get back here in the summer for Firecracker 400. So you're going to take time to get the tires heated up. Be patient. The dirty air is crazy for the Grand National rookies, so take some time to get some heat in them. Minutes 2x2, you're going to be lifting way more than you're going to be on the throttle. Same deal on the outside. You got to give people room, and you got to stay off the wall. 2 things as far as that goes. If you get caught up in the wall, and the wall, you'll stick to the wall, do not jerk the wheel to the left back into traffic, because all you're going to do is cause a massive pileup. And if somebody develops a habit of that, we may institute a stop and go penalty for them. If you get stuck in the wall, it's bad luck, but you just got to kind of ride it out. And especially if it happens like between turns 1 and 2, when it starts to straighten out onto the super stretch, you'll be able to get it off the wall at that point, and you'll be a few seconds back. But just don't, sometimes it'll kick you off. I know it's not always the driver's fault, so it's not like we're going to condemn you the second it happens, but if you get stuck up in the wall, stay there. Stay there until the field can clear you. Same thing on the back stretch. We saw this come up in the IndyCar or in one of the races last night. Hang on just a second. Sorry about that. What I was going to say is on the backstretch, the rules at Daytona is you can't put any tires below the yellow line to make a pass. You can't put even 2 tires below the double yellow on the backstretch to make a pass. That's the old Fisherman Ben rule. And I think the only driver in this field who was there for that race was Remy. Remember Fisherman Ben in the late model race in our first speed weeks, Remy? goes below the yellow line to pass, and then the last lap we come into turn 3 and he runs out of track before he hits the banking and goes up into us, and that was where that rule came from. If you get pushed below the yellow, whatever, you just can't gain position on it. So basically what it means is try to get back in before the corner. Now, guys, early in the race, you see a guy in front of you get pushed down there or end up down there by accident, give them room to get back up. Try to get to the outside line and give him a chance to get back up onto the track before the corner and the banking, in which case he's going to wipe all you out. Obviously, the later in the race you get and the cars are 2x2, it's going to be harder to make that done. So if the cars are 2x2 and there's nowhere for anyone to go and you get pushed below that yellow, you just got to kind of lift it and let the line get by you and then merge back in before the corner if you're not going to cause a wreck. It's just a bad situation, but you got to kind of have give and take there. It's understandable to be frustrated if you get pushed down under the line, but just try to be careful, and as long as you don't gain position, we'll let it keep rolling. We got enough vets in here who know what they're doing. Daz and Twindy are also officials. We got a couple of guys who've marshaled in the past. They'll keep their eyes out. And is there anything you want to add, Twindy or Daz? Yeah. And if it does happen coming down the super stretch, remember the driver etiquette. Last one in is the first one out. If you're the one who got in there 3 wide and we're coming to the corner, you're the one who needs to bail. And guys behind him, give them a chance to do that. It doesn't benefit us a whole lot to be right on top of each other all the time. So we can go racing when we get towards the second half. Don't be too close. I mean, it's going to get down to it near the end. We understand that. We understand right off the bat, guys, it's Daytona. There's 5 or 6 guys here who are going to get wrecked out and have, a bad day. So it's just Daytona. We shrug it off and go to the next one. Other than that, I think we're just about set to go. Real glad to have you guys here. Yes, Remy?
Well, I was changing mics. The number of flags, and are they split?
We are not going to enforce a flag limit.
Okay.
I'm betting we can do better than the 14 we had in the US 400, which was, of course, nowhere near the worst we've seen. But there's not going to be a limit. However, if we get to a ridiculous point, we may do the 5-lap competition restart, in which we declare that we're going green, and then for the next 5, there's no yellows.
Got it.
We may do that if we need to, but I'm not anticipating we need to. I think we got a good field of drivers, the best we got on this software, and this is the 500. So let's put on a show, guys. All right. Anybody?
Good luck, everyone.
All right, everybody ready to go?
They are, and your wheel to wheel
10 minutes to claim the Daytona 500 pole. Which, considering that, Loy Allen won one, doesn't mean a whole lot, but it's still, hey, man, it's another trophy, another check, another kiss from the beauty queen. My sponsor is Cash Now, and so we have instead of like the Winston girls, we have like a bunch of single moms who constantly borrow money from us. Well, I say that jokingly, but I've owed those people money before. Damn, that's why they're sponsoring me. I'm not getting any cash from them. It's just to pay off my debts. They get a free sticker on the car and it's like sponsored. Yeah, you make sure you do that. I would do it now. You gotta assign a button for it.
Okay, someone pinned it.
Yeah, last 20 doing donuts in the fucking lane.
Dash 20, I'll be waiting for you guys when you come off.
I'm stopping right now if anybody wants to hook up.
Coming off a turn 4 right now.
We're changing my tires right now. Alright, I'm coming right now. Let me go, yeah, here I come. Our cone budget this week is astronomical. You guys really need to lay off. Oh yeah, that's right.
I think if I go to 20's house, it was findable all over there. That's what was nicking them.
Yeah. He's Italian. They fell off a truck, dude. When I was a kid, that's what my relatives would say. They'd come in with something cool, and I'd go, "Where'd you get this, Uncle Danny?" And we'd say, "Oh, don't worry about it. Fell off a truck." They'd actually say that. That's not a joke. Fell off a truck. Oh yeah. Like I said, all week long, all speed weeks, it's been clear skies, beautiful weather, nothing more than I think we had medium cloud for one session. And today, rain in the area. We use live weather. We use live AccuWeather, and then use the hourly weather to split up the windows in the race. Yeah, but on road courses, yeah, it'll be raining if it's raining. So you can check the weather. Look at AccuWeather at the location of the race, and that's what we use. Our seasons are determined. The first 3 weeks or so of the season are spring, then the middle 4 are summer, and then the last 3 are fall. The spring. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. I'm good. I got too much damn fuel, that's my problem.
Get a gust of wind.
I don't know what that was, yeah. Alright, light on, stick it on bottom. Make this track as small as we can.
Once you, where you guys at?
We just crossed our finish line.
Oh.
Coming inside you guys. And then we're gonna have a hell of a train for you to follow. Whoa!
It wasn't entirely his fault.
I wasn't expecting one shoe to be so close to it.
Got the magnets on the wall got the car. And next thing you know,
And I couldn't reset good.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I'm happy to be at the back anyway, where I belong.
I would have got you faster, Pogo, but I did not warm up, so I'm on full tanks, to be honest with you.
yeah, right. Oh, ran out right at the line.
Well, we'll see if anybody's got something in the last minute here. O'Brien hanging on to the 500 pole at the moment.
There was a big pack in front of me that was strung out perfect.
Yeah, you just got, what you want to do is you want to maintain about half a car length to the guy and hold your throttle at that spot, and that's how you maximize the speed. Because if you get too close to him, the dirty air affects both of you, and you slows you both down. You want to ideally you want to have a little bit of leeway, but yeah, it's a lot more realistic than like NASCAR heat as far as that goes. You got to be a lot tougher. All right, let's give you guys. Yeah, it depends on where you're at, front and back. Like I said, when you're sandwiched, you got no air on the front, no air on the back. It's going to be like a bathtub. But anyway, let's get your starting order here for the ISRL Season 2 Daytona 500. On the pole in the 66 car is O'Brien. Great lap, O'Brien. All right, from down in Australia, Muttley, 56, with a terrific run, qualifying second straight off of his IndyCar win the other night. Third will be Average Brad, who I didn't know you were British, Brad. He's in the 16 car. Daz will start fourth in the 29 car. Fifth will be Dale the Whale in the 70 car with a good run. Sixth, Drift King in the 44 car. Seventh will be Remy in the number 12. Eighth will be Pogo Mojo in the number 2. Ninth is Dolfro in the 21. 10th will be yours truly, Carlin Hicks, in the number 4 car. 11th is Cat Guy in the 74. 12th, Twindy in the 32. 13th will be One Shoe in the 50 car. 14th is Flat Out in the 47. And 15th will be CMC in the 19. As we said, Twindy's the defending champion of the race, a 3-time 500 winner. Remy and myself have both won the Firecracker 400 race, the summer race here before, but not the big one.
Nope.
All right, guys. Everybody, make sure you got yourself set. Do not just ready up right away. Check all your stuff so we don't have to reset the race once we get going. That includes me, so I'm going to do that now. Double check your setup as well, guys. Make sure you're on the stable, or I'm sorry, the speedway. It's your call, stable or loose, but make sure you're on the speedway setup. Got 33 seconds, guys. Single file, guys. Got one pace lap, single file. $70-mile-an-hour pace speed. Get your race strategy set up.
So guys, if I made a piston strategy, right, it shouldn't do that glitch where like it messes up your tire pressures. I don't know. I've had a glitch before but I've never done it like where I have an actual pit strategy, but it gives me the pressures of like the last car I was in for some reason. But
Yeah.
okay.
You did put those numbers in for all of your strategies. Every time you stop, you just
Yeah, it'll put. Yeah, you should be good. Remember, you got your in-car management in case you don't want to change tires under a green flag stop or something like that. You can make those adjustments on board too. All right, guys, we are heading into the box. Well, maybe while you're in the stall here making your changes, cycle through it. I'll show you. Remember, guys, nope. Yeah. Adjust strategy. Yeah. Yeah, that's how you do it. But you can decide to take less, to like, not take tires or take less fuel or whatever. Okay. Yeah, but we don't have none of that.
Brian, top or bottom?
Alright guys, let's get lined up. We want to get doubled up on the back stretch here. Let's go, guys. Roll it out. Get lined up on the back stretch. Odds to the inside, evens to the outside. Pole sitter has the option. 2x2 for the start. Single file on the restarts. Let's not have a lot of restarts. Be patient here at the beginning. We know the tires are cold. We got 500K in front of it. Yep. Got 500K in front of us. If you want to be able to outdrive a guy and it not be luck, then we have to go green for a long time, and we have to have green flag pit stops. Alright, guys. Alright, guys. Alright, we're heading down. O'Brien, our pole sitter, the field is yours. Alright, going in the line, guys.
Away. Get about 74, 75. That's the pit road. Try over. Getting closer, closer. And we are.
The car in the wall. Caution, caution, caution. That was quick.
Yep.
Alright, the pits are staying closed. We obviously did not make the lap.
We got off the speed, right?
Vegas
Going
news.
on a limit, guys.
Alright, single file restart, guys.
Well, that's the thing. Flat out, there's no limit.
no limit. There's no limit.
Let's break the record. Oh.
All right, we'll be here.
Everybody here?
Yeah, we're here.
Okay.
Good to go.
The tri-oval. 70 miles an hour. Closer. Closer. We are.
Yeah, Muttley.
On that, but it's not picking up very well.
Yeah, the tires are a little sketchy.
Yeah, the tyres are blue.
Go by, Muttley.
Go.
Go by.
Okay.